Well, swimming is America's summer pastime, and this Memorial Day, millions of Americans will no doubt take a dip or head to the coast to cool off. But there's a new unforeseen danger wading into the water or taking a plunge in the pool post-pandemic. For over a year, many of us and our kids have been stuck inside and not able to get out and exercise or play with friends like before.
And now as families head back out, they enjoy it all. They get their feet wet. Doctors in emergency rooms are seeing a flood of near drowning incidents. Joining us now live via Skype, family physician Dr. Hector Castillo to share what parents really need to know to keep their kids safe. Doctor, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So let's talk about this. What's going on in ERs across the country this month as kids and families are getting back to the water?
Well, we are seeing a rise in drownings, unfortunately. And I think a great deal of this is because we kind of have been locked in our homes because of the pandemic. Our instincts have changed to some degree. Certainly our upper body strength has changed, and our overall endurance has changed. And so for these reasons, we are finding that there's an uptick in drownings, unfortunately.
Well, there obviously are some steps people can take to stay safe. What would you say are the ABCs of preventing drownings?
Absolutely. The ABCs are very important, and I'll share some statistics right after this. But A is for adult supervision, and we should not assume that all adults know how to swim. So we need an adult that knows how to swim to be on guard. So adult supervision. B is for barriers. Something as simple as putting a lock higher on the door that leads to the outside to keep the little ones from getting out is many times life-saving. Putting fences around the pools will also help and many times is life-saving. And C stands for taking classes. Be proactive. The best defense against a swimming pool from a drowning perspective is teaching your children how to swim and you yourself knowing how to swim. And lastly, knowing CPR. Go and take a CPR course. If you have a swimming pool in your home, you must know CPR.
Very important information. And you also talk about always erring on the side of safety, extra precautions. What do you mean by that exactly?
Yes. So there's swimming in the ocean, and there's the dynamics of swimming in the ocean compared to dynamics of swimming in a pool. The ocean is a much less controlled environment. You can get pulled out by currents. And so you must be in good shape. You must have good upper body strength. A lot of us, unfortunately, have lost that during the pandemic, and we don't have that endurance and we don't have that upper body strength to get out of those currents. And so just be safe. There's no need for you to go out into the deeper ocean. Hang out at the beach, enjoy the beach. And with the pool, just make sure that there's someone always supervising. I'll share some statistics. In the U.S., there's 3,500 to 4,000 drownings per year. That's about 10 drownings per day. These aren't strokes. These aren't heart attacks. So these are 100% preventable deaths. And most of these are our young children, ages 1 to 5. It takes 20 to 60 seconds for a drowning to occur. So we must be vigilant in our home pools.
Well, Dr. Castillo, it's pretty much, common sense, but unfortunately, you got to remind people every year of, of what can happen when things go wrong and all the safety precautions everybody needs to take. So we thank you for joining us this morning or this afternoon.
Yeah, this afternoon.
My pleasure.
And it's important because it can happen so fast.
Yep.
So for more summer pool and sea swimming tips, you can go to poolsafety.gov and also safesplash.com. And as he says, remember, respect the water, learn how to swim, take lessons if you can. Really helps.